Well, one of our turns, who would have been there, but is instead here, is Karl in Palstow. Go ahead, Karl. Welcome.
Good evening. Good evening, George. Feel a wee bit inadequate coming on after Rose there. She's kindly signed your book for me, your Fidel Castro hand.
Oh, yes, she's a fine woman, yeah.
She comes to Pollock, which was quite near where I come from.
Indeed.
You know? There's nothing more moving or powerful than mother love, is there, you know?
Exactly so, yeah.
Now, and my wee birdie tells me that the head of the company which has done this dirty deed to you and to your many listeners and supporters who plan to go to Blackpool is a contributor to the Tory party.
Yes, he's obviously not against all politicisation.
All right, yeah. The best laid plans of mice and men gang after glee. And I was thinking this too about the situation in Pakistan. From the moment it was announced that the corruption charges were to be dropped and that she was to be allowed to return to Benazir Bhutto was to be allowed to return to Pakistan to lead the PPP, I thought there was much more to this than meets the eye. I mean, your PPP man last week was predictably dismissive of my suggestion that she was a pawn, knowingly or unknowingly, in their game, and I mean by that the Americans. Benazir Bhutto is being handled with kid gloves compared to others like Imran Khan, who is in hiding, and Nawaz Sharif, who is in exile.
Karl, I don't know how you can say that. They nearly blew her to pieces, and they succeeded in blowing up more than 100 people, including friends of mine who are long-standing workers with the PPP.
I'm not criticising Benazir Bhutto and what she is doing. I'm talking about the behind the scenes. The Americans, the reason she hasn't been arrested and taken into custody is she is playing a blinder, you know, and she knows that the Americans, she's making the right kind of noises about the Islamists that the Americans want to hear. The Americans are sick of Musharraf because they've had this dictator there who's done nothing. He hasn't managed to control Al-Qaeda on the border. He hasn't, that's where Osama bin Laden is supposed to be as well. You know, they've been relying on him to be, he's lost control in actual fact of the Peshawar and Pashtun areas of Pakistan. And this worries the Americans because of Afghanistan. They think she would be a better bet. And she would be a better bet. I'm not denying that, you know. Yeah. This is democracy, and we should have a united front. Of all the democratic forces, from Benazir Bhutto through Sharif to Khan, all of them together. You know, I'm not in any way. I'm just, you know.
No, look, Karl. Even a stopped clock is right twice a day, and the British and the Americans are right that she's the best bet. And as it happens, we have an interest in this. Trust me, we do not want Pakistan to fall under the control of the Islamist fundamentalists who are the brothers of the Taliban types in Afghanistan. You and me, Karl, left-wing people like you and me, we oftentimes have the same enemies as the Islamists, but that doesn't mean we are Islamists. It doesn't mean we are Islamist fundamentalist supporters. Now, we have an interest in democracy in Pakistan. The fundamentalists will kill democracy if they ever get power. That's a key difference between us and them. I'm sure you agree with me on that.
Yeah, but you're missing the point. In actual fact, it's not the Islamists who are holding Pakistan to ransom. It's the military power.
Sure.
It's military power. And what we're witnessing, in actual fact, is a bourgeois revolution. We're witnessing a middle-class revolution against the military ruling class. And they have to be supported in this, you know, because it's a stepping stone, of course, you know, towards further democratization. But the first thing they have to do is return to the norms of parliamentary democracy. And I'm not sure if Benazir Bhutto is my my favourite, because I think Imran Khan is a noble figure. He was a bit of a playboy in his young life.
So are we all. So are we all, Karl. No, Imran's a good friend of mine, and I wish him every success in the elections when they come. Thank you, Karl, and I hope you're feeling better soon.